This problem asks us to differentiate this expression with respect to x. So firstly, what do we see? We see one function on the inside and another function, in this case the square root function, applied to the whole thing, applied to it on the outside. So we know from chapter 4 that a square root is actually just a special type of index. So we can rewrite this question as 18 minus 5x squared all to the power of 1 over 2, all to the power of a half. So we're going to use the chain rule to differentiate this. Differentiate the outside first with respect to the inside, and then differentiate the inside with respect to our x variable. How does this work? Well, first we differentiate the outside function with respect to the inside, so treat the inside as a variable. What does this give us? Well, a half comes down the front, so we get a half. This remains the same, because this is what we're differentiating with respect to. So we get 18 minus 5x squared, and then we reduce the power by 1 to make it negative 1/2. But we're not finished yet, because we've got to differentiate the inside now. So if I differentiate the inside with respect to x this time, what do I get? If I differentiate 18 is a constant, so I get 0, minus, if I differentiate 5x squared, the 2 comes down the front, so I get 2 times 5x to the power of 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is the same thing as 10x here. So up here I'm going to multiply 10x. Now we're actually finished at this stage, but we can make it look a little bit nicer by simplifying. A half times 10x gives us 5x. This is the same thing as 1 over the square root of 18 minus 5x squared. So what do we end up with? We end up with 5x all over the square root of 18 minus 5x squared. And now we're finished.